Hey, so I am a Blu-ray man, and I actually wasn't planning to make a haul video this month because I simply did not buy enough. But I randomly, for some reason, my auntie sent over a bunch of Blu-rays that they didn't want anymore, and I have a lot of Blu-rays now. They were like, I'm gonna get rid of these, and I thought of you. It's like, wow, holy shit. Why'd you think of me? What gave that away, right? But that was really cool, and there was actually some pretty good stuff in there that I'm about to get into and go through one by one. I was impressed, and mostly with Blu-rays. They weren't DVDs, and that's cool, and there's some good stuff in there, and a bunch of other things that I don't care about as much, but Blu-rays, I like them. So yeah, let's get to it. I'm going to start out with the ones that I did recently buy though, and these were the ones that I thought I didn't buy enough of, so I wasn't going to make a video, but we'll get to that. Okay, so first one that I did buy is Big Bad Wolves, which was apparently Quentin Tarantino's favourite movie of 2013. It is a foreign film about some problematic issues. It is about a school teacher who is accused of being a pedophile, but he gets away with it. He doesn't get convicted. And a police officer and the father of one of his victims team up to basically take him down, and the whole movie is basically set in this guy's basement because they've got him like tied up and are deciding what to do with him. And like, it's definitely a very dark story, but amazingly, it's really funny as well. This is a really dark comedy, and it balances the tone really, really, really well. I admire this film. It is not a joy to watch, but it makes you laugh as well. I don't know. It's complicated, but I love it. It's a big recommend. Then next up, and I might have mentioned this in a previous haul video. I'm not sure, so I'm not going to talk about it too much, but A Ghost Story. Beautiful. One of the most beautiful movies I've ever seen in my life. I might have mentioned it previously though. Still in the wrapping. Huge recommend as well. Then there's Cult of Chucky. Obviously, it's one of the Child's Play movies. It's one of the ones that I didn't own. I still need parts 2 and 3 to have the whole collection. This is the most recent one apart from the 2019 reboot. This was like the last of the original run of Child's Play movies. And it's surprisingly good, actually. And that's the last of the ones that I bought, but now are all of the movies that I received from family. And thank you so much. If you're watching, it's fine if you aren't. You'll never hear this if you aren't. But if you are, thank you, genuinely. Like, it's fucking awesome. I was really excited to just get this like box full of movies. That's really cool. But I'm going to start off with the ones that I actually did already have. Sorry, these are the duplicates. There aren't as many as you'd expect. Okay, so first up is The Grinch. Then there is Pearl Harbor on Blu-ray. Then there's Iron Man 2 on Blu-ray. You know what? I need to recheck this. The Lego Movie. I do have it. The Lego Movie. Croods on Blu-ray. The Incredible Hulk, the MCU 2008 Incredible Hulk movie. The Amazing Spider-Man on Blu-ray, which is always right behind me right there. There you are. In 3D as well. This is the exact same copy. Then there's Dawn of the Planet of the Apes, which is the best of those movies. Like that trilogy. And that's it. Those are the duplicates of ones that I already had on the same platform. I do have a few in there that are Blu-rays here that are upgrades from DVDs that I already have, and I'll get to those, but those aren't separate. So next up will just be a random assortment of all the movies that I got from them completely for free. What a fucking great situation. I love it, and thank you so much. Again, if you're watching, you're probably not. But first, before I get to all those movies, I will have to say I wasn't holding out particularly for live Pink performances. And you guys, my auntie had a lot of them, or maybe it was my cousin, or whoever it was, whoever's copies of these were. I'll be honest, these probably aren't going to be like the height of my collection. But there you go. I guess I have Pink live performances. Alright, and the rest are all Blu-rays that I didn't already own. So first up is G.I. Joe Retaliation. In a fucking steelbook and everything. Like, how sick is this? Yeah, I was pretty happy to receive something that is a steelbook. It's not a movie that I particularly love, but like, hell yeah, steelbooks. Then there is a movie that I don't think I've seen called The Kingdom. Then there is Ted 2. And it's still in the wrapping too. Apparently they bought this, my family bought this for $30 and never opened it. Good on you. It was probably on a streaming service. I totally understand that. I watch a lot of streaming service stuff as well, but I do love me some Blu-rays, so yeah. Then there is King Kong, the 2005 version of King Kong. I do have that on DVD, but yeah, not Blu-ray. Definitely happy to have that. Then there's the original Top Gun, which is a movie that I've never seen. That may sicken some of the dads watching or whatever, but yeah, I have not seen it. Sorry. Then I was stoked to see this. The first 4 Pirates of the Caribbean movies, just a collection on Blu-ray of all those. I would have bought this myself, to be honest. Like, I'm not the biggest fan of all of the Pirates of the Caribbean movies. I like the first one quite a lot, but like, to have them is definitely something I would have gone about doing, to be honest, just because I like collecting. I think you know this by now if you've been watching my channel. Then there's this Tom Cruise movie called Night and Day, which I actually think is really underrated. It's a great action comedy. Then there is something called The Gauntlet, Clint Eastwood movie. I don't know. This is not one I would have picked, if I'm being honest, but I don't mind owning it. Another one I wouldn't have picked, Ice Age 3. I'll probably never watch this if I'm being honest, but I have it. Then there is something called Men of Honor. I'm not familiar with that one either. Then there's Deja Vu, which I do have on DVD, but hey, it's a welcome Blu-ray, sure. Then one that I definitely would have bought myself, Gran Torino. This is an amazing movie. I fucking love Gran Torino so much. Another Clint Eastwood one, which he's a great director. I don't really know his acting filmography that well, but his directing filmography, fuck yeah. Then there is The Taking of Pelham 123. The remake from 2009. Fantastic movie as well. I think this is super underrated. I know a lot of people really love the original and they kind of shit on this one because like it's a remake and unnecessary remakes and all that stuff, but I think it really raises tension really well between John Travolta and Denzel Washington, and I think it's just, I think it's fucking awesome, to be honest. Then there's Nicolas Cage's The Rock. Yeah, I don't even know if I've seen this. I know I've seen scenes, but yeah, it's a welcome addition to the collection. I'll watch that at some point. Then there is The Dirty Dozen, which I've heard of. I've never seen it. Yeah, see, things like The Dirty Dozen there are definitely my uncle-in-laws, like my auntie's husbands, I would wager, I'd guess. So yeah, I got some dad movies in here. Then there's a DVD here for a movie called The Dangerous Method. I've never heard of it, but it's got Michael Fassbender in it, so if it's got Michael Fassbender in it, I'll probably watch it. Then there's Armageddon, which another one that I unbelievably haven't seen. I know it's like so iconic and whatever, but why didn't they train the astronauts to be drillers or the other way around or something? Is that the right movie? I've never seen it. Then there is The Wolf of Wall Street, which is a movie that I honestly don't really like that much. I know a lot of people really love it. I find it to be quite sexist. I don't know. A lot of people say, like, this is a comedy. And it's like, really? You're laughing at this? I don't know. I don't super get it. Then there is Under Siege, which is what's his name? Steven Seagal. I was going to say Jason Seagal. Wrong one. Then there is Pompeii 3D. I've never seen it, but it could be okay, maybe. I don't know. It's got Jon Snow in it, so. Then there is Fast and Furious 5, which, you know what? I have to check. Do I have this? I don't know. I definitely have it on DVD, but I don't know if I have it on Blu-ray. I would have bought it myself if I didn't. Then there's Transformers Dark Side of the Moon. I believe this is the third one. I'm not like that knowledgeable on the Transformers series, but I do like the first film quite a bit, and I don't know, I probably eventually would have got all the Transformers on Blu-ray at some point, like finding them in op shops and stuff. I don't mind having that. That's pretty good. Then I was stoked to see this one, 21 and 22 Jump Street. Fuck yeah, I definitely would have bought this myself if I haven't already. Again, like, I get confused as to what I already own and what I don't already own. That's a thing that happens when you collect this much, okay? Then there is a movie called The Heat, which I unabashedly love. I think this is a hilarious movie. And if you don't, you're wrong, Zoe. I like it. Then there is Empire State. I don't know what that is, to be honest, but I don't know. It's probably fine. Then there is Every Which Way But Loose, which is the movie about Clint Eastwood. Again, Clint Eastwood, who hangs out with a monkey, I guess. Then there is Ghost Rider, the Nicolas Cage 2004, 7, something, some time around then. Ghost Rider. It's not a movie I love, but it's definitely one that I would have added to my collection because it's Marvel and I want to own every Marvel movie. Then there is a movie with The Rock called Faster. I have not seen it, but I've actually wanted to see this one, so that's cool. I will watch that. Tears of the Sun. I don't know, it looks like a movie about Bruce Willis when he was still trying. Then there is The Patriot. Again, another one I'm not really familiar with. Then there's Braveheart, which I've never seen before. And you know what? I should. I should watch Braveheart at some point. I really should. And I will at some point. Then there is Rambo. This is the 4th Rambo movie. Definitely one that I want wanted to have. I would have bought this myself for sure. And then another one that I wasn't holding out on, much like the Live Pink performances, The Smurfs 2 is not a movie that I would have bought myself, if I'm being honest. Speaking of ones that I wouldn't have bought, and this one's from a DVD shop, I'm pretty sure, you know what, okay, story time everybody. I used to work at a video shop, very briefly, which was like across the street from my auntie's house, from the people who gave me this. And so I would wager that this copy of Step Up 4, Miami Heat, is from that very video shop that I worked at. I would guess that it is. Actually, it probably says on the disc. It doesn't say on the disc. But yeah, you can tell it's from a video shop because of the stickers. And I don't mind that, but I do mind that it's a copy of Step Up 4. That's not something I want to own. Then there is Brooklyn's Finest, which I've wanted to see. So cool, that's cool. I'll watch that. Then there is Snitch, which, you know what? I may have confused with Faster. I wanted to watch one of those. Then there is the first Narnia movie, The Lion, the Witch and the Wardrobe, which it's okay. Not my favorite genre and all that stuff. I'm not really a fantasy guy, but whatever, I don't mind owning it. Then there's The Gridiron Gang, which seems to be a sport movie about sports that I'm not familiar with, which is not a hard thing. You know, me not being familiar with sports is common. Then there's something called Appaloosa? I don't know what that is. Then there is the classic, and this is the last one, the iconic, the best movie of the bunch, maybe. That's probably not true, I'm not sure. There's some good stuff in here, but Con Air. Con Air is an absolute fucking masterpiece. I love Con Air. 1997's Nicolas Cage, Year of the Cage in 1997 when he did Face Off and Con Air. Absolutely ridiculous, fantastic action movies, and yeah, I really love Con Air, so I'm happy to own that as well. And that's it. That's everything that, well, mostly they gave me. Some that I bought. So yeah, cool. I have a ton more movies. They got like, how many was this? This was like 30 plus Blu-rays just that I got for free. So I was excited about that. And that's all. False alarm. There's a few more here that I somehow missed. There's another version of Top Gun for some reason. I got two versions of Top Gun now and I had none before. Then there is Click, which I already had on DVD, but now I have it on Blu-ray. And you know what? Click is a fucking great movie. I don't care what you say. I know Adam Sandler's known for not being that great. I know Uncut Gems and a few other exceptions, but for the most part, people don't like Adam Sandler. But you know what? Click gets me in the feels, man. I like Click quite a lot. Then there is Old Dogs, which is a movie that I don't believe I've seen, and I don't believe I ever will. Then there is Jumper, which is a kind of childhood classic to me, a little bit, to be honest. I know it's not great, it's a cheesy movie and whatever, but I used to think it was one of the fucking coolest things in the world. Then there is Mark Wahlberg's Shooter, which I remember liking okay. And last of all is Bad Boys, which is a movie I have never seen, unbelievably, perhaps, maybe. And that's all. That is all now. Cut to me saying bye. So please do the things like comment, share, and subscribe, all that stuff, everything, you know the things that all of the YouTubers want all of the viewers to do all of the time. Just do them for me because you love me. Okay, I'm going. Bye.